What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy, Marlon. We are back at it again with another edition of the show. So this if this is your first time watching, liking, and subscribing, I would really do appreciate that. Oh boy, I don't know what just happened there, but we're gonna roll with the punches, right? Alrighty, so Microsoft once again is heavy in the news. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So, obviously we know about the ABK deal and the situation that's going on with that. We have so much stuff that's coming out from the FTC, and we're going to go ahead and discuss this. I just don't like what's going on right now. I don't like the mindset of Microsoft right now. This stems from the whole situation with Starfield, and not even just Starfield, but obviously the stuff with Kind of Funny, XCast, whatever the case may be. I just didn't like that defeated mindset. And obviously here we are, Microsoft admitting defeat. And it's like, it pisses me off. It really pisses me off. But we're going to go over and we're going to discuss that. Also, we have a lot of Xbox fans. They're salty about the Series X price hike, even though it doesn't affect us here in the US. Obviously, the price hike for Game Pass is in full effect. And it's in full effect here in the US as well. I think starting July 6th. And so people are upset about that. Oh, it's Sony's fault why the Series X is up in price and blah, blah, blah. Oh boy, oh boy. It never ends. It never freaking ends. Also, we're going to talk about Starfield because Todd Howard sat down with Kind of Funny Cast once again. I mean, they had Phil Spencer. Now they have Todd Howard pretty much going over the details of Starfield. And, yeah, we're going to go over all those gameplay information and details for you guys and girls. So if you're interested in Starfield, if you're hyped for Starfield, well, this is the stream for you. And I see a lot of people clowning on the game. I'm going to go down a list of things that people are just not happy with when it comes to Starfield. Doesn't matter what game it is. People are always going to have something negative to even say, even if the core fundamental parts of the game is okay, it's always something, right? So there's that. We're also going to talk about Project Q and the price for Project Q that's been floating around. So we're going to go over that and we're going to discuss that as well. We're also going to be talking about some other information pertaining to Xbox exclusives. We're also going to talk about Indiana Jones, because Indiana Jones, well, yeah, we got some information on that game as well to go over and discuss. So there is that. And Sony as well. There's apparently an email from Jim Ryan. Jim Ryan was kind of going into details. There was also some information regarding the PlayStation 6. I mean, this whole ABK deal is just really exposing a lot of behind the scenes emails that's going or making the rounds between Matt Booty, between Tim Stewart, between Jim Ryan and a lot of the higher ups and stuff like that. So it's a little bit crazy. Matt Booty coming out be like, oh, this and oh that and oh, it's a mess. That's just really what it is. It's a PR nightmare. That's really what it is. So there is that. All right. So you guys know me well. Today is Final Fantasy 16 launch day. And obviously, well, it's kind of crazy because when I was playing Final Fantasy 16, the demo that is, I've encountered a weird error message. And I was like, wait a minute, because I remember cleaning my PS5 not that long ago. So I'm like, I felt like if my PS5 had like a overheating issue, just like it did back in 2020 when I was having that issue. I believe, what game was I playing again? What what was that game called again? I don't remember the name of the game, but it came out during the launch of the PS5. I have so much stuff on my mind to talk about today. But I can't remember the name of the game, but I was playing it and it literally shut down my PS5. Like my PS5 was like overheating or whatever the case may be, and it just shut down. It just crashed. It just shut down. And then that was that. I don't remember. I think it's called, I don't remember the name of the game, right? It's Gearbox. Is it Gearbox? I don't remember. I know it's Gearbox is the publisher or something. Godfall. There it is. Thank y'all. Godfall. I was playing Godfall and then it shut down. So it's crazy to see how Final Fantasy 16 is really causing PS5s to put up that error message, because I've never seen that error message before. You guys remember when I was playing Final Fantasy 16 demo from start to finish, and then it popped up, but it didn't shut the PS5 down. So I'm like, man, I'm just going to keep playing, like, because the story was just so freaking good. And I'm just like, man, I'm just going to keep freaking playing because, hey, why not? If my PS5 is not shutting down and reset now, there's somebody else that's experiencing the same issue. And obviously now it's a big old ordeal. Now there's articles everywhere talking about the same error message that I had. The only difference with me is I didn't put it on Twitter. Maybe if I put it up on Twitter, because I think I was probably one of the first people to experience that at first. And a lot of you guys in the stream was playing Final Fantasy 16 said that you never saw that error message from the PS5 before, saying that it's overheating and it needs to, I need to turn it off or whatever the case may be. But I just kept going and double check on my PS5. But my fans are clean. Like even after that stream, I took down everything, looked at the PS5. It was clean. It was clean. The fan blades were clean. I even vacuumed it out just to make sure. And it was not dirty because I remember cleaning it prior, probably like maybe 2 months ago. But yeah, and I try to clean my office, make sure that my office is clean and dust and wipe down stuff and stuff like that. So, I mean, things happen, but it's crazy to see Final Fantasy 16 really, really doing that. And there's that, right? So it occurs to me, and this was so funny because I've seen the Final Fantasy fanboys. I knew this was coming. So Digital Foundry put out that video yesterday. And they were saying basically during combat, during the performance mode, how it will drop from 1080p, borderline 720p, and everybody just start getting so defensive. Oh, well, you said this and you said that. And I'm like, okay, it's like you're not allowed to have an opinion on anything. Like if you say, hey, you know what? I had a great time with this game, but the issue here is the performance. All I simply said was they need to fix the performance because that's unacceptable, right? The fact that we do have a performance mode is better than not having a performance mode at all. But that's people for you. People just, I don't understand. I just don't freaking get it. The same thing with Starfield, which we're going to go over right now because a lot of people are turned off by what Todd Howard is saying about the game. And I don't care what nobody say. Starfield can run on Series X at 60 frames. I don't care what nobody say. I don't believe nothing that Todd Howard is saying. I don't believe nothing that Phil Spencer. You know what's funny? Full credit goes to him. Reforge Gaming. There was a tweet that he put out yesterday. And it was from a IGN video. Some type of video with Jason Ronald and the Xbox team or something like that. It's an 8-minute and change video. And it's literally going over the Xbox Series S. And the way how they talked about the Xbox Series S, it's very apparent that that is the main console. All this time. So the lies, I just don't understand. If they would have come out and said, you know what? Listen. Like I said in that stream, and everybody was coming after me and, oh, you just this on Xbox. Oh, you just this. Now you see everybody else talking about the same thing. They literally lied. Okay. Made the Series X seem like, oh, it's something fresh. It's basically a more powerful version of the of the S. And it's a new console. It's not a mid-gen refresh or anything like that. But no, the S is the premier console. The S is what they're making sure that developers develop with the S in mind and not just the X, if that makes sense, right? Like they don't want developers to sit there and just focus on the X. They want developers to focus on the S and then port the stuff over to the X. Like, it's sad. It's sad. And hence why we can't really get the full potential of the Series X. Hence why. So for those of you who are sitting there believing that nonsense that Todd Howard is saying that, oh yes, Starfield cannot run at 4K 60 or Starfield cannot run at dynamic 4K 60. Yeah, you can think again. That thing has 12 teraflop of GPU power. You guys to be freaking insane to think to me and tell me that system can't do that game at 60 FPS. I don't give a damn how big the game is. Considering the information that we're hearing now about this game, oh yeah, that game could run at 60 FPS. Well, I mean, what is this, right? But hey, that's just my opinion on the matter based off of the spec sheets and everything that we've been seeing so far about the Series X. And granted, we're not going to get the full capabilities of the Series X this entire generation. It's just not going to happen, okay? Because Microsoft failed to be straightforward with us. They failed. And for some people, they're okay with the Series S being the main console. You know why? Because of Game Pass. And that's okay, right? But again, this whole lies and defeated mindset, I just, where's the fight? Where's the fight? No, we just want to throw in the towel. So without further ado, guys, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the stream, all that good stuff. And let's get right off into it, man, because this makes no sense. Let me grab a sheet of paper right quick. All right. So we got our sheet of paper here. Let's get right into it. All right. So our first topic, make sure y'all share the stream for me. Our first topic has to go over Microsoft. And we're going to talk about Microsoft in this stream a lot because this is insane to me, bro. Anyways, let's get right into it, man. This is crazy. We're giving up. Why are we doing this right now? Like where's the fight, man? Where's the competition, bro? Like, I'm not understanding. I don't freaking get it. It's like, we're okay with being, remember what Phil said, right? We're okay with being in third place. We're okay. We're happy to be in third place. We're not the green guys trying to go blue. We're not in the business to out-console Sony. We're not in the business to out-console Nintendo. So therefore, we want to have this defeated mindset. What the heck, Microsoft? That is a turnoff. Are you kidding me right now? You got 23 studios. You got all this money. You got all these games, right? The future looks bright for Microsoft, right? All you guys got to do is barrel down on quality. No. A fat L. Oh, we lost this console war. Bro, we're not even 3 years in the generation and y'all already accepting defeat? What? I don't get it. We have lost the console generation. What? You haven't even given yourself a chance. You haven't even tried hard enough. What is that? Right? So, forget about. It's like every single generation. It's the same thing with Microsoft. And the crazy part is people wonder why there's barely any positive news when it comes to Microsoft. People wonder why there's barely any positivity. Because it's what they project, bro. Negativity is what they project. It's not you just coming on here every single day talking about negative news. That's just what they project. So whatever they project is what you got to talk about. You can sugarcoat it all you want, but the reality is the reality. Why are you accepting defeat? That is not good. You have a fan base. You have people that are invested into your ecosystem. You have people that are buying your consoles. You have people that's looking forward to these games that you currently do have in development. You cannot accept defeat. If Sony would have sat there, prime example, during the 360 and PS3 generation, and said to themselves, you know what? Microsoft is really out consoling us right now. We're just going to go ahead and give up. The games run better on 360, right? And people are buying 360 left and right. Nah, even though we are taking an L when it comes to the cell processor, because the games are harder to develop for PlayStation 3, and we're taking an L in terms of profit on PS3. We're selling the PS3 at a loss. Yeah, let's go ahead and give up. If Sony would have gave up right there in the middle of the 360 generation, they would have lost that generation, right? In terms of sales. But they didn't give up. They kept going and kept going and kept going. You don't give up. You do not. Anything you do in life, you don't freaking give up. You keep fighting. Because what's going to happen with your fan base? If you put that type of negative energy out there, that type of defeated mindset out there, guess what? People are going to give up on you. They're going to give up on the brand. They're going to give up on the Xbox brand, and then they're going to go somewhere else. Is that what you want, Microsoft? Is that what you want? It makes zero sense. I don't like that stuff, man. We need competition. We need competition. We need Microsoft to be strong. We need Microsoft to be firing back, because you see how Sony is operating. Sony feel like they don't have to go as hard. That's nonsense, right? That garbage freaking PS5 showcase. If Microsoft was having that fire in their belly to fight back and to want to win this entire freaking generation, not that bullcrap interview with XCast kind of funny. Oh yeah. We're not in the business to out console. We're not. It's like we're okay at third place. Stop being complacent. Why do you want to be at the bottom, bro, if you don't have to be? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing it? And it pisses me off. Some people are sitting here laughing all over Twitter about this stuff. This stuff is not funny. Because as much as I'm turned off about how Microsoft thinks and the things that they be saying, a bunch of lies, broken promises, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the Series X, right? Marketing us, saying that 60 FPS is the standard and all this stuff, blase, blah, right? And then the reality is we can't even get 60 FPS. We this entire freaking generation from them, 60 FPS here and there, right? Well, obviously, but at the same time, it's like if you look at the stuff that they're putting out right now, Redfall, 30 FPS, Starfield, 30. What else is going to be 30 FPS, right? And then we were told by developers in the very beginning of this generation that, the Series S is a problem. Microsoft need to discontinue the Series S. Little did we all know that the Series S is the premier console. The Series S is Microsoft's bread and butter because it's the Game Pass machine. 4 teraflops, right? Low memory, right? Barely doing 1440p and all. Low resolution, low polygons, low textures. Nothing close to the Series X. Don't have the same features of the Series X. The Series X should have been the premier console in spite of the fact that Microsoft always pushes the power narrative. You always push the power narrative. You always do that. Now, all of a sudden, now you getting cold feeted, you backpedaling, you sweating. Whoa, man, Sony got you sweating? What the heck is going on with you? Now, all of a sudden, the power narrative don't mean anything anymore? Well, what about no power greater than X? Huh? Well, I mean, I'm not understanding. Lies, all freaking lies. I feel lied to. I feel betrayed by Microsoft. This whole entire generation so far is a freaking joke because they're already quitting. They have that defeated mindset. I don't know if they're doing this because they're in the crossfire with the FTC and they just want somebody to feel sorry for them. They want the FTC to feel sorry for them. But even though the FTC is digging deeper and deeper and exposing a lot of crap that they're freaking saying, oh, yeah, PlayStation fans don't really play Call of Duty like that. What the F are you talking about? You see what I'm saying? It's like you're all over the freaking place. Can we get back to what we do best, Microsoft? Can we get back to the games? What's the whole point of you having the Series X? At least, you know what the Series X remind me of? The Series X remind me of that consumer with a PC that have a 4090. The 4090 is not being fully utilized, but they're playing Stardew Valley. They're playing Tetris. They're playing Solitaire, right? They're playing all these lighthearted type of games, right? They're playing Farm Simulator. They're playing all these little games, barely scratching the surface of the 4090, right? But the difference is with a PC user versus a console user is that there are things that are out there. There are games that are out there. There are things that you can do on the PC to utilize that graphics card. The Series X, not being fully utilized. Unfortunately, we got to sit here and wait on Microsoft, right? And we might never see the full potential of the Series X. It's a shame. It's a shame. I don't know what is it going to take. What is it going to take? Gears of War 6 to once again, Gears again, to show us what Series X could do, because Hivebusters was literally the only game, right, that really barrel down and show you what the X could do, and it was optimized for the X. It's like all lies, man, all freaking lies. And then you coming in here wasting our time, putting out that statement with your lawyers and everything, talking about you lost this console generation. That is not that's oh my God, man, oh my God. So you're just going to make Sony walk all over you this entire generation, right? We don't want Sony to deliver that garbage freaking showcase ever again. And if you don't step it up, Microsoft, we're going to keep getting showcases like that from Sony. Because Sony feels like, shoot, why we need to go hard for? Why we need to show our hands for? We don't need to show our hands. We don't need to show every single thing. If Microsoft is easing up off the gas and they want to quit, then we should just do whatever we want to do. That's a problem. Let's get to the official stuff. I'm pissed off, man. I can't be the only one. There's no way. I can't. Marlon cannot be the only one that's upset about this. For those of you who are rejoicing that Microsoft wants to take this fat L, because this is a L, bro. This is a L. You don't sit there and be okay with taking L's, bro. You don't be sitting there taking L's and be happy with taking an L. Take a W. You need more W's than you need L. Fight back. You got all the games. Fight back at Sony. Ain't y'all tired? Y'all said, oh, we lost the Xbox One generation. Phil, duh. You lost the Xbox One generation, right? You said what you said. Okay, that's over with. We're not going to go back on the Xbox One generation. We're not going to go back on every single thing that you could have done better. But one good thing about the Xbox One generation, you had more games at launch. You had more games than you do now. That's a problem. But you're ready to accept defeat. Why are you willing to just accept defeat like that if you don't have to? Why take on the L if you don't have to? Here we go. Here's the official stuff. What a shame. What a freaking shame. This is not what I wake up in the morning drinking a cup of coffee wanting to see headlines like this. What in the freaking world? I saw it coming a mile away. I saw it coming a mile away. After that defeated mindset, garbage freaking interview from Phil Spencer, I knew something like this was going to come out. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Man, ain't you tired of taking L's? God dang, boy. Microsoft Xbox has lost the console wars. Oh my God. The FTC versus Microsoft case in the US is set to start this morning, and Microsoft in a filing says Xbox is in third place in the console market behind Sony's PlayStation and Nintendo. Quote, Xbox has lost the console wars and its rivals are positioned to continue to dominate, including by leveraging exclusive content, reads the filing. Xbox has consistently ranked third consoles behind PlayStation and Nintendo. The filings adds Sony is the dominant player in consoles, Sony PlayStation for over 2 decades and through 5 generations has been leading console both worldwide and in the US. Sony's gamer base is redacted as large as Xbox worldwide and redacted larger in the United States. That is insane to me that you're okay with being in third place and allow Sony to continue to dominate. That's a problem. Why are you in business? I'm not understanding why are you in freaking business? Quote, Xbox console has consistently ranked third of 3 behind PlayStation and Nintendo in sales. In 2021, Xbox had a share of 16%, while Nintendo and PlayStation had shares, if redacted, respectfully. Likewise for console revenues and share of consoles currently in use by gamers. Install base, Xbox trails with 21%, while PlayStation and Nintendo have shares of redacted and redacted respectfully. Bro, this is a shame. This is a problem. This is a problem. I can't be the only one, bro. I can't be the only one, man. This is a problem, bro. This will always forever be a problem. If Microsoft continues to have that mindset, guess what that happens? Guess what happens? It bleeds over into the games because you're not going to have that fire. You're not going to have that perseverance. You're not going to want to lead the charge. Like, we want to see Microsoft dethrone Sony with the games. With this defeated mindset, I am telling you guys right now, it's going to show into the games. If Microsoft don't get it together, bro, it's over. It's over. I mean, this alone right here tell you it's over. Sony is going to win the generation again. What the F is going on at Microsoft? What is going through the head of Phil Spencer? What is going through the head of all the higher ups above Phil Spencer? What's going on with the leadership? Man, this is getting old, man. This is getting real old, real fast, real quick, in a hurry. Every single generation is the same thing. It's getting boring now. What the heck, man? Ain't you tired of taking L's? Man, boy, I really thought that this generation was going to turn things around for Xbox. It's a damn shame, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm very angry right now. I'm very angry. You're letting Sony win again. You're okay with Sony and Nintendo winning the generation, winning the hearts of gamers, right? And I would have respect Microsoft 100% if they would have come out and tell us the truth in the very beginning. You know what? We're not going for the power narrative anymore because we have lost that twice. So we're not going to push the power narrative or anything like that. Microsoft even went as far as saying that they lost from the very beginning. They have lost in 2001 with the original Xbox to PlayStation. What the F, bro? What the F, bro? From the PS2 to the Xbox One generation. Oh, we have lost that generation. We have lost since the very beginning. What the heck? So you want to continue to take L's? What? What is this? What is this? You're not even going to even try? Let me get back to what I was saying. I would have respected Microsoft for them to come out and say, you know what? We want to be the value box. We're not going to push power. I don't know if they were scared. I don't know what the heck is going on. But I felt like people would have respected them coming out saying, you know what, we're just going to be the value box. We're not trying to push the power narrative. So the Series S is going to be the main console. The Series X is literally a reskin version of the Xbox One X. Okay. And it's going to serve as a mid-generation refresh of the Xbox One X. People would understand right there and then. But the confusion now is we're hearing that all along the Series S is the main push. The console that a lot of you guys, the hardcore fans, are upset about and be like, man, get that Series S out of here, bro. It's holding back the Series X, right? Games now are being developed on Series S and being ported over the X. What the heck? What? Come on. Matt Booty talking about, listen, for those of you who are sitting there talking about get rid of the S, not going to happen. They're mandating it and making it very clear that we need developers to develop with Series S in mind. We're not trying to get rid of the S. Of course they're not going to get rid of the S. Look, they got 2 SKUs now. They got 2 SKUs. Pissed off, man.
It's over 9.
I'm pissed off, man. I'm pissed off. Now you got 2 SKUs. You got the regular Series S and you got the Series S Black with the 1 terabyte. You're doing the same thing again, all over again, like you did in the 360 generation. All these different SKUs. What the heck? It's like you're so freaking confused. It's like, what are we freaking doing here? 3 years later, here you come out with a terabyte. Who is asking for a terabyte Series S? If anything, people are asking for utilize the X. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Nah, don't push your agenda on us. Don't try to spin this and make this on us. Talking about we've heard your feedback. You're not listening clearly because everybody and a mother and a father, uncle, sister, grandpa, grandma, everybody that plays video games, everybody who is invested in the Xbox ecosystem, right? Why you have 2 consoles on the market then? And you're fully utilizing one and you're not fully utilizing the other. Seriously, what is this? And then you're telling me that you want to accept defeat. This is a mess. Microsoft is going to continue to be a mess. Microsoft is going to continue to be the laughingstock of this entire generation because they don't want to go hard. And anybody who rocks with this mindset, well, it explains a lot about you. I don't know about y'all, but this is not how it was supposed to go down. This is not how it was supposed to go down. We wanted Microsoft to be gunning for Sony. Give Sony a run for their money. Push Sony to be greater. Push Sony to be on edge. Where's the fight? Where's the eye of the tiger? Where's the beast at? Come on. What is this?
It's over 9,000.
Never seen something hurt me so much, bro. It hurts my gut. It hurts my gut to my core. It hurts me, man. It pains my heart, man. It pains my heart to see Microsoft bow down, bow down and bow out. Oh, no. We okay with being in third place. No, we okay. We don't want to go hard. We don't want to push all of our studios to their fullest potential. We don't want to push the hardwares that we put out there on the market. We don't want to push the X and give the hardcore fans, where's that old Xbox at? The old Xbox from years ago. Where's that Xbox at? Where's the fight? Ever since the 360 generation, y'all just lukewarm. What the heck is this? What is this? You're not even going to even try? And then I see why a lot of Xbox fans are mad. I see it all over Twitter. People are upset about the Series X going up in price in different countries. Oh, it's Sony's fault, right? People are upset at the fact that Game Pass is going up in price, and we still, man, dog, don't, I'm pissed off, man. I'm pissed off, dog. I'm pissed off. Terminator J says, that's tough. I guess Xbox love L's. I guess so. Ricardo, thank you for the 50 MX. Says Xbox is just saying that because they are very focused on acquiring Activision. It says they have the money to make great games and it is a big L. Listen, bro, I'm going to touch up on what you just said. Boss, thank you for the $5. Says, how you saying they giving up when you know the game's coming out? Listen, bro. Y'all taking what I'm saying out of context. You're taking this whole thing out of context. Listen, they never said that they're not gonna put out games. They're saying that they're complacent at third place. They have lost the console war. They are basically telling you they're not trying to be number one. Phil already said it. The games are still coming. Money has nothing to do with this. To piggyback off of what Ricardo, money has nothing to do with this because Microsoft has plenty of money. Money ain't the issue, bro. It's passion, vision, and management. That's what Microsoft lacks. Nobody said that the games ain't coming. Oh, the games are coming. But with this defeated mindset, what's going to happen to the games? Man, don't let me cuss, bro. Y'all just listen to me, man. Money ain't the issue. Microsoft got all the money in the world, and they still taking L's. So let's not talk about money. Money means nothing. Let's not talk about money. You can have all the money in the world, and it can't save you. We don't know this already? Money is a material object. Money can't save you. Microsoft got plenty of it. Is it saving them right now? Is it making them number one? Are they fully utilizing the Series X and making sure that everybody is happy, including the casuals and the hardcore? Are they making everybody happy across the board? No, they're not. They're catering to the casual. They're catering to that entry-level customer that wants to buy a Series S. That's all their main focus is on. The Series S, not the X. So your X is just going to sit there to play old games and to play third-party games. That is it. You didn't just buy your Series X just for third-party games and just to play old games at higher FPS. You bought your Series X to be fully utilized by Xbox Game Studios and Bethesda and possibly Activision. You bought it for the first-party stuff. Don't sit here and lie to my face. Stop wasting my time. A lot of you dudes don't want to admit the truth. You don't just buy your console just to play third-party games, even though the majority buy consoles for third-party games. You care about the first-party stuff too. You care about the second-party stuff too. You care about first-party stuff too. All the way across the board. It ain't just third-party, second-party. It's first-party as well. They said it in the contract. They said it in their advertisement for Game Pass. Expect first-party, high-quality games. Where's the high-quality stuff at? Let me guess. We're still waiting on it. Come on, guys. Come on. We got to do better than this. Microsoft, man, I'm so upset. I am so freaking out. I never seen something piss me off so much. I've never seen something piss me off so much. But let's go off into the next topic because we ain't done yet today. We ain't done yet. So let's talk about this price hike because a lot of Xbox fans, from what I've seen, is talking about this stuff. And let's just say that they're upset about this, which, it's Sony's fault. When we live in a world of inflation, we live in a world of just getting out of a pandemic and all this type of stuff and everything else that's been going on in the world, right? Nah, we going to go up on the price. Sony is always the first one to do something, and then everybody else follows suit afterwards, right? They were the first ones with the $70 stuff for consoles, and everybody was saying what they were saying. and that now they were the first one to raise the price, right, of their consoles or whatever the case may be in other countries and stuff like that. Now people are blaming when Microsoft themselves was trying to sit there and act like they're the good guy. They're the good guy. Oh yeah, no. We don't see no reason to go up on the price of the Series X right now. Yeah, because they wanted that good publicity. They wanted to be the good guy. They're trying to be the good guy in front of your eyes. Yeah, so we're not going up on the Series X right now, but deep down, yeah, of course, we want to go up, but let Sony take that L going up on the price of the PS5 in other countries and things of that nature. No, we're complacent. We're okay. We're okay where we at right now. We're going to keep on adding more value to gamers and stuff like that. One of the biggest freaking Xbox shills. When I saw this, I'm like, man, Microsoft can't do nothing wrong. One of the biggest Xbox shills, what's her name? Andrea Piccinini or whatever her name is, says, I've been supporting Xbox mainly because of my own satisfaction, Game Pass and their pro-consumer offer, but I will not be defending this. I will not defend this. Never in history consoles raise prices mid-gen. Sony established a terrible, harmful, and anti-consumer precedented by raising the PS5 price. So Sony is to be blamed. So you see what I'm saying about how people are just hypocritical? Like, oh no, Sony, everything is Sony this. But look around us. Look around the world. Everything is going up in prices. Everything is going up, right? I'm not saying it's right for us to be midway through the generation, right? And then prices are going up. It's a turnoff, right? You just bought the console. Now you got to spend, I don't know, $10, $20, $50 more, whatever the case may be in conversions in your countries or whatever the case may be. But this is a turnoff for people who are affected by the Series X price hike. I'm sorry that this is actually happening to you, but let's dig into this because this is very, very important and we need to talk about this. I covered this just basic yesterday, just going over the price hike for Game Pass. For a lot of you who don't know, yes, they're going up on Game Pass. A lot of you guys have been saying, well, how can Microsoft? Well, they're doing it before Starfield comes out. They got to get that Starfield money one way or the other out of you, right? They got to go up on the price of Game Pass before Starfield, before Forza Motorsport comes out. I saw this happening a mile away. People thought that Game Pass is going to stay the same price. So $10.99, right? $10.99 for the base Game Pass, and Ultimate just went up $2. So there's that $16.99 like I covered. But here's the bulk of it, all right? So let's go over this so you guys can understand exactly what's going on. It says Microsoft is hiking the price of Xbox Series X and Game Pass. So it says Microsoft is increasing its Series X prices in most countries in August, apart from the US, Chile, Brazil, and Colombia. The Xbox maker is also increasing the monthly prices of its Xbox Game Pass and Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscriptions for the first time next month, which will see the base Xbox Game Pass subscription for console move up to $10.99 a month from $9.99. Okay, says that we have held our prices for, this is Microsoft basically speaking to The Verge, says that we have held our prices for consoles for many years and have adjusted the prices to reflect the competitive conditions in each market. All right. So this is like Carrie Perez. It says head of communication for Xbox in a statement to The Verge. It says that the Series X console pricing will largely match the price hike Sony announced for the PS5 last year. So there you guys go with the different, in the UK, it's $479. Obviously, $450 across European markets. It is $650 in Canada. Australia, it's $800. Jesus. Maybe you could do your conversion, man. I just think Australia is just so freaking expensive, bro. But anyways, Australia is starting August 1st. The Series S pricing will not be adjusted in any market. All right, so they're keeping the Series S at $300. All right. It says while Series X pricing adjustments had been expected after Sony moved last year, Xbox chief Phil Spencer also hinted in October that the pricing for subscriptions wouldn't hold forever, clearly. So for those who were sitting there expecting that this was going to be a thing, well, there you go. It says that Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and Xbox Game Pass for consoles pricing increasing starting July 6th. It says that Xbox Game Pass Ultimate will move from $14.99 per month to $16.99. Obviously, you do your euros and all your currency exchange there. It says basically the base Xbox Game Pass for consoles will also move from $9.99 a month up to $10.99. So there you guys go on that one. And this is all the conversion here based on the different countries: Argentina, Australia, Austria, Belgium, Brazil, Canada, and so on and so forth. All these countries, with the price conversion and what's going to go up and what's going to remain the same and things of that nature. So there's that. Just really wanted to fully go over this so you guys can understand exactly what's going on there. All right, so let's see here. Edge, thank you so much for the $5. Says, did you see that the argument Microsoft present today in court stated that that their first-party games cost more money than Sony first-party games? Well, okay, let's dig into this. Didn't we have the Xbox fan base making fun of Sony, saying, oh, it cost $200 million to make God of War Ragnarok? But hold on just a minute. Hold on. They're not wrong about what they just said here, that their first-party games cost more than what Sony first-party games does. Because last time I checked, Halo Infinite costs $500 million. Yeah, laughing at God of War Ragnarok, $200 million. But Halo Infinite, that's why I said money means nothing. Because if you don't have talent, this is why I try to tell you guys from the because it's so funny. It's so freaking funny. You got all this freaking money. It means nothing. Because if you don't have talent, the games are going to suffer. Facts, all facts. If you don't have talent, if you don't have patience and management skills and making sure that quality over quantity is the main motto, then you have nothing. Okay, you're bragging and boasting, talking about you're in court that your first party games costs more money than Sony. Okay, but it's not. Where's the quality? Look at Halo Infinite, right? Why is it, if Halo Infinite was even a shell of what it used to be, then it would have shown in the quality department. Y'all wouldn't have to be switching engines and trying a whole different engine. I mean, the game was going through all type of fire, all type of freaking hellfire. Like, seriously, right? You got to outsource this, do that. 343 should have never been on Halo Infinite. Anybody in their right mind could agree with that, right? You do a terrible job of managing your studios. You don't push for quality, you push for quantity. Why is that? Because of Game Pass. That whole ordeal is so true, man. It's like Game Pass on one. That's why I said there's pros and cons to everything in life. You can't just look at the pros. You have to look at the cons. And the cons to Game Pass is the quantity. The quantity of games that are going in a Game Pass. Not every single thing is quality.
It's over now.
Half the stuff that's in a Game Pass is just freaking fillers. You know, it's just games that you just play for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Oh, this is garbage. Next. Oh, shoot, here's a good game. Oh, yeah, baby. Woo-wee. Oh, shoot. Oh, all right, I'm done with this. Woo, that was good. There's your value right there. Next. Oh, what is this garbage? Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Forget that garbage. Oh, great third-party game. Oh, shoot. Garbage. Oh, it's the same damn thing over and over again. Right? It's just a subscription service that's jam-packed with a bunch of freaking games that we both know. All of us in here know that not every single game that's in Game Pass you're going to enjoy and you're going to like. Let's be real. Because y'all want me to always keep it real with you guys, right? So let's be real, right? It's a reason why Sony stated that, Listen, we're not going that route. We're not going that subscription route. We're not going no day and date route. We're going to focus on what we do best. All right? We're going to make exceptions for games like Stray. For games like that, right? Where it's day and date in our service. But our first party stuff, no, we're not going to do that. Right? Because we are worried about the quality, not the quantity. Microsoft, all they have in their head is quantity. You might get a little drop, a little sprinkle of quality here and there, but it ain't going to be a conveyor belt of freaking quality. You ain't going to get that. You want value? You're going to get value. You want a whole bunch of games in the subscription service to pick and choose from? That's what you're going to get with a little sprinkle of quality. Because quality is missing from Microsoft DNA since 360. And some of us don't want to admit the truth. We don't want to admit it, but that's the reality. And with this defeated freaking mindset, John, thank you for the 5. Says, laugh out loud, my birthday is July 6th. Good thing I'm not an Xbox fanboy. Otherwise, I would have to cap for this as a birthday present. That's funny. That is so funny. Because, man, that's why I said it's not good to be a fanboy. It's not. You got to call them out. Not everybody's going to like you for calling stuff out. You notice the channels on YouTube that does pretty well are the channels that sugarcoat every single thing from their favorite console manufacturer. Whether it's a pro Xbox channel or a pro Sony channel, they sugarcoat and damage control every single thing because they know positivity. Yes, even though it's negativity, even though that these companies are projecting bad stuff, anti-consumer stuff, no, it's okay. Let's brush it under the rug. It's okay. Oh, you're just bashing. You're just hating. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants you to speak up. And it's a fact of life. Even in today's time, nobody wants you to speak up and stand for what's right and stand up for everybody and stand up for what they said they were going to do and they're not even freaking doing. Nobody wants you to do that. Nobody wants you to be MLK. Nobody wants you to be that type of person to stand up and say something and try to make a difference. No. Let's bring it down a notch, bro. Let's cancel him. You see what I'm saying? Let's just come on with the threats and say this and say that, right? Nah. But the minute you start sugarcoating, the minute you start being fake, that brings in the subscribers, it brings in the money, and it brings in the fame. And your channel just explodes to stardom because people love when you be fake. Nobody likes when you be real. Nobody likes when you put your foot down and call these companies out. Because, listen, at the end of the day, bro, it's for all of our benefits. You promise us 60 FPS. Are we getting that across the board? No, we're not. Crap is dropping to 720p during combat. What? Freaking Redfall, disaster. Microsoft even going back to say, man, we shouldn't have even put this out in the first. Are you Microsoft? That goes without saying. You doggone right you shouldn't have put that garbage out there. And this is why I say, listen to me when I talk to you guys. This is why I say Microsoft don't care about quality. All they care about is quantity. The Game Pass effect is in full effect. Open your eyes. Stop being a corporate slave and a shill. Call these companies out. They literally just came out talking about Redfall. There's a big old article about Redfall and how they regretted how things went. That we should have backpedaled. We should have did this. We should have, woulda, shoulda, coulda. Too friggin' late. The damage is already done. It just goes to show you. Let's hurry up and put this out because we don't want people to be pissed off. Open your eyes, man. Man, it pisses me off. And then every time I turn around, I'm looking in my DMs, somebody saying something crazy because they mad because, well, if you so mad about the stream, don't watch it. Don't freaking watch it. Go somewhere else. Don't care. Don't care about feelings. The truth is the truth. You don't want to hear the freaking truth. And it pisses me off. You just want somebody to come on here and sugarcoat everything for you. Here's your toothbrush. Here's your toothpaste. This is how you wash your face. You just want somebody to spoon feed you every single thing. You want somebody to make it easy for you. Nah, this ain't the channel for you. Because if Microsoft is doing something good, I will say there's a dub for Microsoft. There's a dub, big dub. If you dropping L's and L's is falling out the sky, oh, I'm ducking and dodging them. While I'm ducking and dodging them L's, I'm calling them L's out. I don't give a daggone who you are. I don't care. The truth is the freaking truth. If you're okay with taking that L, if you're okay with that defeated mindset, then hey, I'm going to call you out until you start having that winner mindset, because we're not existing to take L's, bro. Dang, man. It just, some of y'all, man, I don't understand some of y'all, but whatever. I don't care. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. I'm going to do me at the end of the day. I ain't changing for nobody. You don't like it, there's the door. I don't care. Don't freaking care. Simple as that. Just like what some people say, oh, you don't have to play it. Yeah, you're doggone right, you don't have to play it. But that still does not negate from the fact that you need to call them out. If these son of a guns, these rich execs making all this money off of us and rich and famous off of us, we're not allowed to call stuff out. We understand that no game is perfect, but doggone, if you promise something, you better fulfill it. We don't want to hear 2.5 years later, this game is too big to run on the consoles. It's just too big. That's bullcrap. Anybody who believes that Starfield can't run on Series X at 60 frames per second, you're crazy in your brains. Let's move on. I don't believe it for one bit. You can believe whatever you want. Whatever these corporations tell you, if they tell you that the sky is going to open up tomorrow, you'll believe it. Believe whatever you want to believe. I don't care what you believe. Let's go ahead into this Todd Howard Starfield interview on Kinda Funny XCast. Whoa. Oh, heads are going to roll today. Heads are going to roll. Because listen, I know that Starfield is in space. So I am not an idiot to expect life form to be on every single planet. Nobody is expecting that because they're trying to go realistic with Starfield, right? They're going for the realistic approach, not the make-believe Daniel Tiger approach. So you have empty freaking planets. Listen to me now. Listen to this. Benji Sales basically summoned this up beautifully. Todd Howard had to sit down with Kinda Funny XCast. Shout outs to Greg Miller and the team out there. Listen to this. Around 10%. Listen. Around 10% of planets have life. So literally, you said 1,000. So 10%. So basically what? 900. So 900. You basically got 900 empty planets. And you're going to be doing a lot of walking. So you mean to tell me you got 900 empty planets or whatever the math is compared to the 1,000 planets, right? You got so many freaking empty planets. And you mean to tell me you can't get this game to run at 60 frames per second on the world's most powerful freaking console? It's not like every single planet got trillions of life forms, right? That's putting so much power, requiring so much power and fidelity and all the above, right? Listen to what I just said. 10% of the planets. 10%. So, exploring and logging planet trait gives you valuable data to sell for money. Ship and outpost building is very deep. Best feeling Bethesda game to play. Really? Somebody said 900 planets being empty wasteland with no life quests and no way to get around on vehicles. I really don't understand why they don't, or they couldn't just significantly cut the number of planets. I'm just saying. Oh my God. I can't. I don't know, man. I just don't know. But hey, somebody said dynamic 30 FPS frequently dips to low 20s. 1296p resolution on the world's most powerful console. Over 900 barren procedurally generated planets. Last gen animations and graphics. No rovers or ground vehicles. No manual landing on planets. This is Starfield. Well, so we're not done yet. We're not done yet. You thought we was done? No, we ain't done.
Is to go even further beyond.
Benjamin B. $3. This is embarrassing from Microsoft. My Series 10 is collecting dust. Only keeping it for Forza Motorsport.
Yeah, thank you so much for the $3. That's the same way how I feel. At least we got Forza Motorsport, right? Once again, another car game. Another car game because I had so much fun playing Horizon 5. You guys remember on my Series X, I was losing it. And maybe Forza Motorsport is going to save me again. Maybe, yeah, you're right. Maybe I should open up my Series X to play Forza Motorsport. Yeah, because it's going to be 60 frames. You're right. You're so right. I know I've said, you know what? Maybe I should just play Starfield on my Series X at 30 frames. Locked at 30 frames, quote unquote. But yeah, you're right. Forza Motorsport is worth opening up my Xbox for. Not Starfield at 30 FPS. Starfield deserves better in terms of playing it at 60 FPS so I could fully enjoy it on PC. So you're right on that one. But your Series 10 is literally gathering dust. Yeah, there is that. So let's get to the meat and potatoes of this. Todd Howard explains why Starfield at 30 FPS will feel great on Series X. Do you want to hear, Mr. Todd? Damage control. Okay, this is the best feeling game that we ever had. Is that so, Todd? Okay, let's take a look at, because some of y'all will sit there and get on me. So let's talk about, let's move along here. Oh, 1,000 planets. Let's skip through because this is 49 minutes. So let's talk about tech and performance. Let's talk about tech. Let's switch to tech and performance. We're going to just skip through some of this stuff because it's 49 minutes. None of y'all going to want to sit in here and watch a 49-minute interview. I'm pretty sure you don't. So let's because this is the most important part of the interview, right? The tech and the performance. That's what everybody wants to know. Then we'll skip back to the 1,000 planets. Then we'll kind of hop back and forth. But we're not going to let y'all sit here and watch this whole entire freaking 49-minute interview. It's just, no, none of y'all wants that. So let's go ahead and let's transition. Let's hear from the horse's mouth on what's going on here. All right, here we go.
The Xbox Series X, and of course PC's continuing to push the level of tech for game developers like yourself and the team. What are some of the benefits you've seen with the Creation Engine 2, maybe Dolby Atmos? Are there things that really stand out to you going, man, I love that we can utilize this, or I can't wait for the future to continue to push this?
You know, we are just so happy with the new engine. It took us so long to do. Our tech team, they're wizards, you know, led by Chris Rodriguez and Joel Denault. And what we're able to do in the game and have all these things looking amazing and running from all of the items that we're simulating and people, spaceships, full planets. Our lighting model is just awesome. The real-time GI. We didn't really show this off, but I'd love to in the future, which is we have some great volumetric fog and how that interacts with the lighting. Then you get into the physics and we start messing with gravity. It gets even crazier. Our quest system, I think people are, you know, there are a lot of open world games now, but I think what really makes ours different is that all these quests are running. It's not like you start a mission and we shut everything down. You can be on dozens of these at once, and that obviously it creates a lot of chaos sometimes in our games. We're aware of that, but it also creates these magic moments that we just love. and our players love, and I think that's what's really, really special about it.
Well, Todd, that actually leads me into one question that I know the community has been asking a lot since the Xbox showcase. Fantastic interview you did with Ryan McCaffrey, and you did address why Starfield is 30 frames per second. Totally understand it, totally get it. Think Digital Foundry did a great job following that up. But my question to you is, was it ever under consideration to potentially do a performance mode that you would take away some of these features like you just talked about with the volumetric fog?
We never looked at taking
What
features
the
away.
heck?
Our focus
Volumetric fog? You see what I'm saying? Hold on. What the? Yo. I'm so upset, man. Like, this makes no sense. This makes no freaking sense. Like, I had to stop it right there. Like, all of this stuff that he's talking about, like all this extra stuff that could be toned down, that could be, I can't, man. I just.
It's over 9,000.
Samson, thank you for the $2. It says 16 times the detail. It says everyone with a Series X should be pissed off. They're not. They're defending this. Let's go back on what he just said, because it seemed like some of us are not getting it. Like we're not getting it. Like, these creative decisions could have been toned down. You see what I'm saying? This is a problem, bro. This is a freaking problem. It's like you want to go full-blown creativity, full-blown volumetric fog, full-blown global illumination and lighting and all this stuff. Like, everything has to be high fidelity. What the heck? I can't.
The Xbox Series X, and of course PC's continuing to push the level of tech for game developers like yourself and the team. What are some of the benefits you've seen with the Creation Engine 2, maybe Dolby Atmos? Are there things that really stand out to you going, man, I love that we can utilize this, or I can't wait for the future to continue to push this?
You know, we are just so happy with the new engine. It took us so long to do. Our tech team, they're wizards, you know, led by Chris Rodriguez and Joel Denault. And what we're able to do in the game and have all these things looking amazing and running, from all of the items that we're simulating, and people, spaceships, full planets. Our lighting model is just awesome. The real-time GI. We didn't really show this off, but I'd love to in the future, which is we have some great volumetric fog and how that interacts with the lighting. Then you get into the physics, and we start messing with gravity.
Look at. Hold on. Look at his face. Look at it. This is what I'm talking about. Look at, what's his name again? What's that boy's name? Paris. Look at Paris' body language. When y'all, and some of y'all come after me, some of y'all don't like me. Look at his body language when he's talking about the volumetric fog and all that nonsense, right? Look at his body language. Are y'all seeing Paris' body language? Are y'all seeing his body language right now? You see his, let me rewind. Look at Paris' body language while he's talking about crap that we don't even really need in the game. Like that shouldn't be the main focus. Like, I can't, man. This is, oh my God. Look at Paris' body. I need y'all to look closely at Paris' body language. I'm going to replay this. Look at every single, that's what I'm saying. This is a problem. And some of y'all defend Todd Howard. Some of y'all defending Starfield. Call this stuff out. Because all that crap he's talking about when it comes to the Creation Engine could be toned down. All this lighting and volumetric fog and all this bull crap. Tone it down so that we can get a performance mode. Man.
The Xbox Series X, and of course PC's continuing to push the level of tech for game developers like yourself and the team. What are some of the benefits you've seen with the Creation Engine 2, maybe Dolby Atmos? Are there things that really stand out to you going, man, I love that we can utilize this, or I can't wait for the future to continue to push this?
You know, we are just so happy with the new engine. It took us so long to do. Our tech team, they're wizards, you know, led by Chris Rodriguez and Joel Denault. And what we're able to do in the game and have all these things looking amazing and running, from all of the items that we're simulating and people, spaceships, full planets. Our lighting model is just awesome. The real-time GI. We didn't really show this off, but I'd love to in the future, which is we have some great volumetric fog and how that interacts with the lighting. Then you get into the physics and we start messing with gravity. It gets even crazier. Our quest system, I think people are, you know, there are a lot of open world games now, but I think what really makes ours different is that all these quests are running. It's not like you start a mission and we shut everything down. You can be on dozens of these at once. And that obviously it creates a lot of chaos sometimes in our games. We're aware of that, but it also creates these magic moments that we just love and our players love. And I think that's what's really, really special about it.
Well, Todd, that actually leads me into one question that I know the community has been asking a lot since the Xbox showcase. Fantastic interview you did with Ryan McCaffrey, and you did address why Starfield is 30 frames per second. Totally understand it, totally get it. And Digital Foundry did a great job following that up. But my question to you is, was it ever under consideration to potentially do a performance mode that you would take away some of these features like you just talked about with the volumetric fog?
We never looked at taking features away. Our focus is on delivering all of that. Obviously, we've seen all the comments, digitally found.
That's a problem. That's a freaking... We never think to take away any of those features. Those features could be either please in the chat right now. Those volumetric fog, all this extra stuff, put so much more, more strain on what you're creating. You don't have to push for fidelity. You don't have to push for all these things. Maybe it's just me, man. Some of y'all are just, maybe it's just me. You don't have to push for all of that. You hear what he just said? Oh, no, we're not going to take away any of that stuff. You see what I'm saying? It's a Bethesda thing, not a Series X thing. I need y'all to understand this. This is why I replay this whole thing. This has nothing to do with Series X. This has all to do with the creative decision of Todd Howard and his team. They want to sit there and add all this nonsense into the game that really could be toned down. Man, this is whatever. Whatever.
They do an incredible job.
Bro. Whatever.
I don't think they know how everybody in the game industry watches every single one of their videos. They do a fantastic job. And ultimately, look, we boil it down to we wanted the consistency. Game is running great, but we don't want players to ever think about it. We have obviously seen other games that have performance modes, and we lean toward consistency overall, and we talk to our fans and hear that from everybody. Feeling really great. Game feels great in your hands, and I would say, look, developers know this, but there are things that you can do to make that look and feel great. Things like motion blur, how fast the game refreshes or reacts to a controller input, all of those things matter to something feeling great. And I can honestly say this is the best feeling game that we've had.
Awesome.
Awesome to hear.
I have a question, and this is mainly because it's been on my mind recently, because I'm like a lot of people, I'm playing a lot of Diablo 4. And I love Diablo 4, but it also reminds me a lot of what has become very kind of calcified and very familiar and gamey to me. We were just talking about this before the show. So Todd, I wanted to ask you like how you approach things like side quests and I don't know if you feel like it's necessary to try and break this cycle and get away from it, but for me it's starting to feel very old, where I walk into a village in Diablo or any one of these kind of games, and here's my side quest. Space bandits stole my trousers, go kill 10 of these bandits, one of them will drop something, bring it back to me and I'll give you a better hat. And I just feel like I've been doing this same shit for like 30 years. And I'll still do it because that, push the button, get a pellet, dopamine hit still works, but no, I wish we could find a
wait, hold on. Wait a minute, because here we go. Let me see this now. Hold on. So this one guy says GKN says, what are you talking about, dude? You cannot limit devs' vision. They made the choice to make this game the way and you cannot impose on them what to do. Microsoft does not do that. Okay. So I cannot impose on their vision, and I cannot give my feedback as a player on what I felt like they could have done. Todd basically talked about player feedback, right? He said basically 30 FPS, the look and feel of the game, it plays great. The control responsiveness, all that stuff is great. It's the best playing game that they've ever made, right? On how it runs and everything like that. So you're telling me, and this is the problem, because if this was Sony, it would have been a whole different ball game. You wouldn't be saying what you're saying now, because who are you to sit there and get involved with a developer's vision? No, it's okay. Motion blur, all this stuff that people normally turn off whenever they're playing. Oh, turn off the motion blur. You know how many times I play games? Turn off the motion blur. Turn off this. Turn off that. You know what I'm saying? So the game can actually run better. All this extra bull crap we don't even freaking need. What is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with y'all? It's like, I don't get it. I just don't. It's like we bow down to every single thing. The biggest thing that we're asking for this entire generation is what they told us that we were going to get. 2.5 years later, and you're telling me that all this additional lighting and reflection and motion blur and all this is more important than having a performance mode. But like Todd said, that's why I said, yep. Like Todd just said, you know, the game runs great. The game is not going to drop or anything. The game runs great at 30 FPS. It looks great. It runs great. We will see. We will see come September 1st. We will see when reviews come out. We'll see how great this game is. Right? Because at the end of the day, what it boils down to, what is this argument on? Is the performance of the game. Right? Being that it's capped at 30. Right? And we're on these next generation consoles. And we are hoping and believing that we can at least get the option for performance. Now, one would say, well, what if they would have gave us performance mode and then it's dropping? Same thing could be said for the 30. Same thing could be said for a game that's at 30 FPS. It can drop. And it will drop. Look how massive the game is. Chances are it's going to drop. You can't win. Either way, you can't win. But it's always good to have options. That's the whole point of my argument. All that extra stuff that's being added to the game, you don't have to make that be the main vocal point. Using up all the resources and everything. Man, this stuff pissed me off. It pisses me off. And y'all are defending every single thing. Why? Maybe because y'all are Bethesda fanboys. I don't freaking know. But it's like we saw what we saw during the Starfield Direct. Right? And we saw how everything was running. And I looked at the game and I was like, man, there's some hiccups. Like the game is not running smooth. Like there's parts where it runs smooth and there's parts where it don't. And I'm like, man, they need to work on the performance. Like they need to fix that. You see what I'm saying? Rightfully so. The game has 2 more months before it's out. We're going to see. We're going to see because y'all defend every single thing that Microsoft does. We're going to see. Because I'm telling you, if this was Sony comes out and be like, we're coming out with Returnal 2. The game's going to be locked at 30 FPS. And the reason why we're locking at 30 FPS because we want to push fidelity. We want to push volumetric fog. We want to push the lighting, the global illumination. We want to push shadows and reflections and make them so realistic. So we're going to cap it at 30 FPS. When in reality, well, do you really have to push all of that realistic stuff? Like, what about options? Like, can you give the player options? That's what I'm talking about. And it's like, Stuff like this is going to continue to happen because you heard what he said. Player feedback. All the feedback that he's been getting is, oh, no, it's okay. 30 FPS is fine. Fidelity is fine. Fidelity mode is fine. That's the only thing that we need to do. It's like, what's the whole point of this generation? What's the whole point of this generation? To be able to experience things that we have never seen before, and also to get the best performance out of these games that we have never seen before. It's not just about fidelity. Why you think when people are playing PC games, right? Some people play their PC games on ultra. Some people play their PC games on high. They turn this off, turn that off. Options, having options. Just not having no option and just playing the game just at fidelity. If that's your thing, then that's your thing. I can't make my preference your preference. But don't make it seem like I can't have a preference, or I can't have a like, and I can't have a dislike. Don't make my dislike your dislike. Don't make my like your like. Period. But all that stuff he's talking about is optional. All I'm hearing is excuses. That's all I'm hearing is a bunch of excuses. Why you can't give the gamer, that's the whole point of Paris saying what he was saying. Why we can't have options? Why is all that stuff really necessary? Are we going to really care about the lighting and the global illumination and volumetric fog? No, everybody really cares about the story of Starfield, the lifestyle of Starfield. All that extra crap could be turned off. I don't know what's wrong with gamers. I don't know, man. I'm just turned off by Starfield. I don't even want to play this interview anymore. Like, it's a waste of time. Because all you're dealing with is a bunch of corporate shills and slaves to the agenda of Microsoft, and I don't have time for it. I really don't. Waste of time. Because you got way too much people that is so far in the tunnel they can't see the light. And nobody can stop any of this agenda when it comes to a developer and their vision for a game. Nobody, but you're allowed to have your feedback. You're allowed to have your opinion. No, just shut up and take the game as is. It's like we just have a bunch of robots. It's just like, yeah, a bunch of yes sirs. It's like we're not allowed to have any opinion on anything. I'm tired. I'm really tired of it. I'm really tired of this. I really am. Because we're willing to accept anything. If Microsoft puts a turd on the Series X, and yes, y'all are okay with playing a turd. Oh, look at the steam coming off of the freaking turd. Look at all the crap that's coming out of the turd. Like, y'all are okay with that. Look at the smoke. Look at all of that. Y'all focusing on the smoke coming out of the freaking turd versus, oh man, can this turd run right? Can I have more options with this turd? No, y'all okay with that because y'all so shallow-minded. It's pathetic. That's what it is. I don't care about who likes me or who don't want to like me. I don't give a damn. You see what I'm saying? Keep your like and your dislikes to yourself. Keep your opinions to yourself. I don't care because I'm going to speak my mind. I'm always going to speak my mind. So if you don't like it, there's the door. Simple as that. But the truth is the truth. All of that stuff, all that extra added stuff could have been toned down so we can have more options. Don't sit here and tell me that this game can't run at 60 frames. Don't sit here and tell me that. It can run at 60 frames on PC, right? Because PC got more powerful hardware, right? But what about the Series X? That's equivalent to a 2070 Super or a 2080, I don't know, right? Somewhere around in that area. So you mean to tell me that a 2080 can't run this game? And y'all get out of my face. Y'all some puppets. Y'all are some puppets. I don't have time for idiotic mentality, foolishness. I don't have time for it. I really don't. I really freaking don't. I really don't. Let's look here. I don't have time for it. I really don't. I don't have time for puppets. I really don't. Let's take a look here. Because y'all You know, it's so sad. It's sad. It's freaking puppets, man. Says right here, right? Okay. So the Series X is 12 teraflops. 12. Right? Now they say, oh, it's CPU demanding and oh this and it's all that and it's all this. Right? It's based off the RDNA 2 architecture, right? But if you look at the recommended specs for this thing, Starfield, for this game, Starfield, AMD Ryzen 5, AMD Ryzen 5, or an Intel Core i5 and i5. Oh my God, have mercy. I can't with you dudes. I can't. NVIDIA RTX 2080. 2080. Where are we at now? We're at the 4000 series now. 2080. And you mean to tell me you couldn't get this game to run at 60 frames on Series X? The world's most powerful freaking console because of global illumination and lighting and volumetric fog? Yeah, okay. Y'all, man, this is why. You wonder why I'm the way I am. Because I read through the bull crap. So you telling me 2 years in the generation, 2 years later, not even 3 years yet, 3 years coming up in November, and this one game is so demanding that it can't run on Series X. Y'all sitting here wasting my time and telling me that. 2 years later. So what's going to happen with Elder Scrolls? What is Elder Scrolls going to run at? 15 frames per second? Because, the volumetric fog and ray tracing and all this toppings that really and truly could be toned down. Same thing could be said about ray tracing. Do you really do need ray tracing all the time? Ray tracing is an optional thing. Volumetric fog, all this stuff, optional thing. You don't have to push that. All they're doing is pushing their creative decision on us. Like, no, this is the way how we're going to push it. This is the way how it's going to be. This is the way it's going to be. So take it. We're not fixing to give the gamer any option. You're just going to play that 30 FPS. It's going to run good, quote unquote, run good, right? Forget about Series X. What about the consumer that paid $500 for a machine only to find out, oh shoot, Series X is reaching its limit 2 years in the generation? That's a turnoff. So y'all going to damage control that too? Y'all going to sit here and waste my time and tell me that too? Because if this was Sony, it would have been the same thing. Don't sit here and tell me that. We're not at the end of the generation. If we're at the end of the generation, then it makes perfect sense. 2.5 years. Here, listen how ridiculous y'all sound. Some of y'all don't think before you type. That's why I have the time. I don't even waste my time looking at the comments because it's so depressing. So depressing. Because some of y'all don't think about what y'all saying before you say. You just run your mouth and say a bunch of bullcrap that makes 0 sense. So you're telling me 2.5 years down the line, we're at the limit of what Series X can do. Forget about the S. Forget about the S. We're talking about the X. You can't answer that question. You can't, because it makes 0 sense. You got lied to. You were bamboozled and lied to into believing that the Series X is the world's most powerful console, but for some reason we can't get what PC gamers are getting. We can't get that 60 frames. We can't get it. Because we're at the limit. The Series S is doing the same thing the X is doing. Just 1440p. Freaking delusional. Ridiculous, bro. Look at this. 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 Starfield system PC requirements. Look at this. 1070 Ti. Minimum. Right? Let's look at this. Look at this. 2080. A 2080? Ah, man. Wow. It says you will need to make sure your gaming PC meets the Starfield system requirements to ensure seamless starfaring without any frame drops. What a shame. What a freaking shame. I'm done. Waste of time. Oh, I'm a fraud. Oh, okay. I'm a fraud. Your Series X there collecting dust, but I'm a fraud. Okay. Thanks for wasting $2 to tell me I'm a fraud. Your Series X is not being fully utilized by a company that you worship. So I'm a fraud. I'm a fraud for trying to demand and have a voice to speak out against these companies so that better creative decisions can happen in the future. Not just for this generation, but the next. But I'm a fraud because I'm not kissing up to your agenda. So I'm a fraud. Thanks for wasting $2 to tell me that I'm a fraud. Because people like you will accept anything you receive. Don't speak up and say anything about how you feel. No, you're a fraud because you want better for all of us. You're a fraud because here's the thing. If this was Sony, I would be saying the same doggone thing. Unacceptable. But nah, because it's Bethesda, I understand that Bethesda have their core fan base, their cult following. And it's okay, right? Because y'all will defend Bethesda to the ends of the earth. Bethesda and Todd Howard can't do nothing wrong, right? But y'all ready to pull out the fraud card. Why are you here if I'm a fraud? But the company that sit there and lied to your face and made it seem like the Series X was literally the main console, right? And the Series S is the secondary console, right? Lied to your face. Come to find out, no, it's the other way around. It's the S. So sit down and think about it. Why is Starfield at 30 frames per second? Let's see. Maybe the game was developed on the S and then got ported over to the X. Because it's the main console, right? It's the main one. So they're going to develop first on the main one. You don't see that to talk about. You're not pulling out the fraud card to Microsoft. They're sitting here having this defeated mindset. You don't see that to be frauding about. Calling somebody a fraud. Some of y'all are sheeps. Frig, man. It's a joke. Gaming is garbage. Whack. One-sided. You know, it's like you can't have no opinion on anything. It's like as soon as you say something that somebody don't like, here they come. Here they come in full effect. And it's always going to be that way. Long after I'm gone, there's going to be another channel. There's going to be somebody else. It's always somebody to take your place. I don't care who wants to take my place. I don't even care. This is all temporary. I don't even care about all this. It is what it is. When it's all said and done and I'm gone, bro, it is what it is. I have no regrets. My conscience sets me free, and none of these little piece of recycled plastic, all this stuff is going to go away. It's going to deteriorate with time. And when you sit back and you think about it, was it all even really worth it? Was it all really worth it? Nah, it ain't. Because the rich gets richer, and you already know the answer to the rest of it. But instead of you sit there and have some type of integrity and call this stuff out. Like, well, what about this? Or what about that? Or what about options? Or what did this? But yeah, yet still, your Lord and Savior, Phil Spencer, all right, and the disciple of Phil Spencer, which is Aaron Greenberg, right? Made it seem like, okay, it's up to developers to fully utilize 60 FPS. 60 FPS is going to be the standard, and it's going to be up to 120 FPS. But no. That's too much to ask. What a shame. It's just going to be like the 1X. This entire generation is going to be like the 1X. We're going to go out of this generation with Microsoft taking a big fat L, and that's okay because it's Microsoft and we like to damage control for them. So we're going to take that big L once again because, hey, we just love to lose. And whether or not they're saying that they lost the console war to make the FTC change their mind and turn around and accept this deal, whatever, this ABK deal is still not going to save them. That's the ugly truth. Now, you don't want somebody to be upfront and honest and in your face and tell you the truth. You don't want to hear that. You just want to keep defending every single thing they do. And that's why these companies get away with what they get away with, because everybody is just too chicken. You're lucky it ain't me, because I will be telling him like, well, can't you just tone this stuff down so that gamers can have options? So at least we could have the performance mode. Oh no, well, it's going to be this, and oh no, it's going to be that. Okay, well, even if you're going to sit there and tell me, oh, well, it's going to make the game unstable. Well, it could be unstable at 30 frames per second with all this extra crap. Nah, y'all don't want options. Y'all just want to settle. Freaking joke. Gaming is a joke. Gaming ain't bringing people together. It's dividing people. And y'all are okay with that. Waste of time. Let's talk about Project Q. Y'all are okay with that. That's all right. Y'all can be hateful towards me all you want. Hey, listen, I love the hate. Call me whatever you want to call me. Say whatever you want to say. I don't care because it's bouncing off. I don't care. Keep your negativity to yourself. Anyways, let's move on. So, Sony's Project Q. Let's ask the big elephant question in the room. Let's ask the big elephant question in the room. So, are you buying Project Q at $300? So, Sony's Project Q will retail
For 9,000!
for under $300. So $299. That's under $300. So this is coming from Microsoft. Stephen Totillo has revealed more findings from the FTC investigation into Microsoft proposed Activision buyout, in which it quotes Microsoft as saying that Sony's upcoming Project Q device will retail under $300. The quote reads as follows: Sony is also anticipated to release a handheld version of PlayStation 5 later this year for under $300. For all we know, this could be $299.99, but at least we have an idea of what to expect. Sony announced Project Q during the PlayStation Showcase earlier this year and supports adaptive streaming for up to 1080p and 60 frames per second. The device uses remote play and requires a constant internet connection and features an 8-inch screen, haptic feedback, and more. So, you guys go ahead and vote. Let me know if you're going to be purchasing Project Q at $300. Chances are it's probably going to be $300. Now, if you look at the market right now, I mean, you have the Steam Deck, right? Which is a little bit more expensive than that. You have, obviously the ROG Ally. I mean, you look at the market right now, you have the, what's it called? The Logitech G Cloud, which is on sale right now. The Logitech G Cloud device, handheld device, I think is retail for $300, right? And a lot of people actually like the Logitech G Cloud. So I guess price point wise, it's kind of like neck and neck on that, right? If that's really what it's going to be selling for. I mean, you could get the Logitech G Cloud for $250. I mean, on Amazon, they have deals going on with it right now. So, I mean, we'll see how Sony is going to market this. Obviously, with them pushing the agenda for PS5 games, like streaming PS5 games natively via the cloud or whatever the case may be. And it's going to be a feature that's going to be embedded into PlayStation Plus Premium to basically increase the value of PlayStation Plus Premium even further. Then, you know, we will see. I think that's where it's going to fit in there with what Sony is trying to do with PS5 only games, being able to stream that and try to have less latency, input lag issues as much as possible. We know that Mark Cerny is working hard to try to make sure that we have the best experience with that, and obviously Sony as well. And I'm pretty sure, you know, Sony is working with Microsoft when it comes to the cloud portion of that. So there's that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And we're going to push our focus here to the Q&A. We're going to push our focus to the Q&A. Let's see these lovely negative comments that is actually going to be brewing up here. So there you go. That concludes the main part of the show. And you like it, you hit the like button, subscribe, come in with your super chats if you have any questions or any concerns. Shout out to everybody who helped out yesterday for us to get that ROG Ally, because I think it's going to be great. A great device to use to be able to play a lot of PC stuff on the channel. And we're still short of like $400 basically to get it for the channel. So appreciate you guys and thank y'all for the love. And if anybody wants to, help out, feel free to. All right, so there's that. So with that out of the way, let's get to the Q&A. So, yo, Marlon, you missed my super chat. What super chat did I miss? Okay. Let's see here. I don't want to miss anything. It's good that YouTube has that fan funding option. So, Toyota Coaster. This is Xbox can't fight back. Laugh out loud. Big fat L. That's coming from Terminator J. Says, how are you saying they giving up? Okay, we already read all of that. Toyota Coaster says, can Sony make Halo on PS5 since there's no shooters? No, they can't because Microsoft owns the IP. Laugh out loud. My birthday is in July 6th. Good thing I'm not. Okay, I already read that. 16 times the detail. Everyone with Series X should be pissed. Yeah, they're not. Paris looks like he about to jump ship or laugh out loud. Says, oh my God. It says, but you're a fraud, Switch hero, Marlon. Okay, it says, so you have an opinion, but I can't. It says, learn tech first. Learn tech first. Okay. Learn tech first. That's funny. Learn tech first. Volumetric fog. Learn tech first. Is volumetric fog really needed? Is volumetric fog really needed? Yeah, all this realistic lighting effects and all this type of stuff. Is that all really needed? Oh my God, man. Get out of here, bro. Learn tech. What is listen, I'm not the smartest guy listen, I am not the smartest guy in the room. Okay. And I don't know everything, but all I know is all I'm hearing is a bunch of extra crap that could be toned down. All I'm hearing is excuses on why they couldn't give us a performance option. People are already complaining about, oh, you can't land your ships in every area. You're probably going to have to be running around and walk. Whatever, man. It don't matter, bro. It's a waste of time. Whatever. If 12 teraflops and you can't even fully utilize it. You can't even fully utilize it. What a shame. I can't. So, but I spent $500. You're making me feel like I wasted my money. How do you feel? You got to look yourself in the mirror. How do you feel? Right? How do you feel, my man? My man, Big Dig. How do you feel? You feel like He says, I'm going to waste more money to call you a fraud. Hey, well, hey, there you go. I don't care. Waste all the money you want. All that extra lame fog for no reason. Hey, people want to defend volumetric fog and defend global illumination and lighting and reflections and all this extra stuff he's talking about. Be my guest. Be my guest, right? 900 empty freaking planets, which we already know we're in space. Be my guest. There's what it is. You know, let's accept the creative decision. It is what it is. He says, you just tell the truth about gaming, bro. They hate. It's all good, Solid Snake. It's all good. I don't deserve my flowers. I don't deserve nothing. I don't deserve nothing I have. You know what I'm saying? I deserve all the hate. It's all good, you know, because I'm not the smartest guy in the room. I don't know everything, bro. But all I'm saying is, man, give gamers options. You know, you don't have to. I'm not trying to block Todd Howard's vision or anything. Is people are just taking what I'm saying out of context. All I'm saying is we're in a generation where we want to move past PS4 in terms of frame rate. We want to move past the stuff that we were struggling with last generation, and we want to just get better. We want better for our hard-earned dollar. That's all I've been saying this whole time, and I'm getting crucified behind me just saying, what about options? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to. It's all good, man. It's all good. We got 900 empty planets. That's all right because we're in space. I don't expect life form to be on every planet, but are we really going to travel to all those planets? Is anybody in this room going to tell me you're going to travel to all 1,000 planets? Okay. It's all good, man. Let me get to these questions. It's all good. I don't have time. Lee Fitness, what's up, man? It says the courts with Xbox are active. This is watch their online court case. It says out of the showcase, Nintendo Direct 1. It says, okay, let's see here. It says it's time to build PC, folks. Hey, Capoon, what's up, man? It says maybe it's crap to people who don't understand how it applies to the game. I don't know, but people care about fidelity and all. What's up, Ray? And all this extra stuff. But I guarantee you, if this was Sony, listen, if this was Sony, that says right here, power your dreams, and coming out with a bunch of 30 FPS games and talking about volumetric fog and all this extra lighting and reflections and ray trace. I guarantee you, if this was Sony, whoa, boy. If this was Nintendo, whoa. Whole different ball game. Oh, there you go. Let me ask y'all this. Are you going to be happy to explore 900 empty planets and be happy and have a whole lot of fun exploring 900 empty planets? Only 10%, right, have life form, which we already know we're in space. But I'm just saying, is everybody going to explore all the planets? Who knows? Maybe y'all might be able to do that. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, Big Dig. I know how ridiculous they sound, but it's all good. It's all good. You know what I mean? It's all good. Because if this was Sony, if this was Nintendo with the world's most powerful console and coming out saying, but it would never be Sony. It would never be Nintendo, because Nintendo and Sony knows how to fully utilize hardware. Look at The Last of Us Part 2. One would look at Last of Us Part 2 and be like, man, there's no way they got that to run on PS4. But they did. And it looked amazing on PS4 Pro. Amazing. One of the best looking games to date. Right? Last of Us. And Last of Us got all of that lighting and reflections and all this type of stuff. Right? And they still was able to give us a 60 FPS option on that game. Even though it took a long time, we still got the option of 60 FPS. And the reason why we didn't get 60 FPS was it wasn't possible on the hardware. We already know that the PS4 was outdated. Right? Even the PS4 Pro couldn't handle Last of Us 2. I mean, you could see it. But we're just 2.5. That was at the end of the generation, though. There's a difference. At the end of the generation of the PS4, we got Last of Us Part 2. So don't sit here and tell me 2.5 years later That's a turnoff. 2.5 years later, and you mean to tell me that Starfield is so CPU demanding that we can't get 60 frames per second and get the best experience possible for $500? Why go out there and buy a Series X for $500? You know what $500 can buy? $500 can buy a 3070. I saw somebody made a video yesterday saying that you can get a 3070 for $550 or a little bit under that, because Amazon be having said you can get these graphics cards for probably way cheaper than a Series X that is capable to run Starfield on PC. It's insane to me. It's insane. What they said the X was equivalent to back in 2020. What they said, a borderline 2070 Super or a 2080. What is the requirement for Starfield? A 2080. You can use a 2080 to run it. Bro, we're already in 4000 series now. Series X is not being fully utilized. Starfield was supposed to be that game to fully utilize the box. Don't sit here and give me no volumetric bullcrap. So you're telling me the volumetric stuff is so realistic that it's bringing Series X to its knees? Okay. Jamming. Okay. You said the salt you speak of is truth. Bro, I'm not trying to be right. I'm not trying to be wrong. I'm not trying to be right. I'm just stating to you guys, this makes zero sense. This makes zero sense. A lot of you guys are smarter than me, right? Some of y'all eat computers for breakfast. Some of y'all, I went to IT school. I went to school for IT, but I don't know every single thing. I was an IT tech. I built computers and stuff, did, softwares and stuff like that, install softwares, did troubleshooting here and there, couple of spyware removal, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know everything about computers, but I'm smart enough to know, like, this makes zero sense. Like, this console is powerful. Why is it that we're so if we're just 2.5 years in, what does this say about Gears of War 6? I mean, if Starfield is struggling to run on Series X at 60 frames, are y'all going to be okay with playing Gears of War 6 and Elder Scrolls at 30 frames? At State of Decay 3, Unreal UE5 game, UE5 game, State of Decay 3. Are y'all going to be okay with Fable at 30 frames as well? I mean, every single thing moving forward 30 frames, no options for 60 frames. So what's going to happen to the next generation of the console? Oh, now we're going to get 60 frames. Now it's okay for 60 frames. Last generation was all lies and deceit. Now, what is Microsoft going to say? What they're going to sell you on next generation? They're going to sell you on 60 frames again? Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Y'all don't like hearing the truth. What are they going to sell you on? What are they going to sell you on? 60 is the standard this entire generation, not 30. But there are going to be games that are going to run at 30 frames. But at the same time, all this added stuff, it's insane. What are they going to sell you on next generation? What are you guys willing to accept next generation from Microsoft? That's what I want to know. Because if they said 60 is up to developers, and clearly it was up to Todd Howard and the team, 60 FPS goes out the window. Nah, we ain't trying to aim for 60 on consoles. We aiming for 30. That's a creative decision. It's all good, man. It's all good. Waste of time. Okay, so here he goes. GKN Co. says Microsoft working hard to make deals for their platform. Starfield is not the only game to determine if 60 FPS is not an option. Says, I think a lot of first-party games will be 60. Well, look at, okay, GKN, okay. Look at Redfall. Redfall is another prime example at 30 frames. We know Microsoft is working hard. Every company is working hard to put deals on the platform. They're working hard to get more and more third-party games on Game Pass. I mean, that goes without saying, bro. But where is the passion? I mean, as a consumer, are you happy with your? You know what? Shut up, Marlon. Okay, Marlon, shut up. Shut up.
It's over 9,000!
Let the poll do it for itself. Xbox is raising hardware and software prices. Yeah. It's okay, though. I just put up a poll there. Gaming77 said, Marlon, I love you, bro. Hey, appreciate that, fam. I love you too, man. Thank you. There are some ones out there that love and care about me, and, I appreciate you. Yes, Heatwave, we need the ROG Ally for numerous reasons why we need it. Because we're going to just be playing a lot of these 30 FPS games on PC. That's what we're going to do. The 60 frames per second games will be played on Series X. There it is. There it is. It says Starfield is a sandbox trash can with stuff in it running at 30 frames. Love you, Ray. Love you too, fam. Love you too. Anybody who wants to help out, it's optional. I see that people are asking for it. So let me just go ahead and add it back in here again. Anybody who wants to Cash App us, I'm planning on getting the Ally today. Once we get that Ally, it's definitely going to help us to be prepared for Starfield, be prepared for a lot of the stuff. Because my plan is to get an Ally and to get a 3080 to go along with the Ally so that we can run Starfield at what it's supposed to be at, 4K 60. And we're gonna do videos on Starfield on the Ally in dock mode at 4K 60. And I'm gonna show you guys, all right? And then we're gonna pull up maybe the Series S version of the game, right? Running at 30 frames, and you're gonna see why 60 frames is so important, right? So important for our games. Especially, and you know what pisses me off? Is that Starfield is going to have shooting in the game. You're not just walking around exploring planets. You're going to have enemies. You're going to be, invading ships. I mean, Todd Howard talk about the sandstorm, how stuff just randomly happens in the world. Listen, I'm excited about the game, but just like with Final Fantasy 16, when I was talking about the performance and how the performance needs to be better, same energy I'm keeping with Starfield. I said the game looks good. I'm not a fan of the facial animations and how the faces look, but I said that the game looked good. It looked good. The frame rate, I'm not a fan of. That is okay. That is okay to say something looks good, but the frame rate needs to be better. What was that game called? Crimson Desert? Y'all remember that game? When we saw that game, it was like, yo, that joint looks good. But the frames, though, the frames look like it's running at 5 to 10 frames per second. Prime example. Something can look good, but the frames, the performance, that's what really matters at the end of the day. If the performance is taking a hit, it's not going to be a great experience for you. And I really hope, like Todd Howard is saying, that the game is going to run smooth. And Matt Booty saying it's going to be bug-free. It's going to be the least Bethesda bug-free game. You're still going to be shooting in the game. You're still going to have a gun and you're going to be going around in the game and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. It's not a shooter, but I'm saying like you're still going to be doing that in the game. I'm just saying, right? Don't you want to, when you're holding the gun and stuff, don't you want to play that at 60 frames? Come on, man. I can't be the only one here, man. I can't be the only one. Maybe I'm driving myself insane right now. Maybe I'm asking for too much. We all spend $500. That Xbox was sent to me by a fan because I got rid of my Series X. because we had more important tech and stuff like that that we needed to get for the channel. And
Over 9,000.
there was nothing that was on Series X that really appealed to me, that was fully utilizing. The last game that I really enjoyed on my Series X was Horizon 5 and Hive Busters. I've already played those games multiple times. It's over with. There's nothing else that's utilizing Series X. So I had got rid of it and used the money to buy stuff for the channel, other things that we needed for the channel to keep the channel going. Unsubscribed from Game Pass 7-8 months ago. Haven't subscribed back since because I'm waiting for something first party. But here we are again. Price hike coming up for Game Pass. All right. Lots of stuff happening. All right. Want to be able to play the best version of Starfield. So if you feel led to, there's my Cash App that's pinned down at the bottom. If you want to help us to experience 60 FPS on Starfield, feel free to Cash App me. There you go. All right, let's move on. OG Gaming says, nothing but love for you, bro, but these pony polls don't tell the story. That is true. That is true. But, you know, you got to at least try. You got to at least try. They said, no way at 3080. Yes. This is a 4070 Ti would be ideal. But here's the thing. When you deal with the XG mobile, you know, those eGPUs, a 4090 is way too much. 4090 is $2,000 in the in the eGPU form factor. So they have the AMD, what's it, the 6850 or something like that, XT. That's a good card, but the 3080 is just better. You know, a lot of NVIDIA cards perform better with certain games or whatever the case. It's just I think NVIDIA is just better with certain games. And likewise with, you know, with AMD, AMD cards just run better on certain things or whatever. But I mean, there you go on that one. It says only reason I play my Series X is Black Desert Online have too much to switch to PC. There you go. There you go. There you go. It's you know, and it says the 600 XT is way better than the 3080. Is it now? Is it now? I feel like, honestly, I feel like NVIDIA is just better, but you get better bang for your buck with AMD. That's just my opinion. Now the CPUs, that's a whole different ball game when it comes to Intel. Like Intel is better with certain things than AMD, but I just feel like AMD just have the better value than NVIDIA in terms of dollar value. That's just my opinion. AMD will always have the better value for literally around the same performance or maybe a little bit better than NVIDIA. But, you know, whichever one, I mean, you know, you want to build your PC on Ryzen or you're going to go Intel. I know Intel sometimes is obviously more expensive, you know, depending on the processor or whatever build you're trying to go with. So it says the 6700 XT is best for 1440p GPU out there. Yeah. I mean, the 6700 XT is pretty good. It's a pretty good card. Let's see. It says I have the Ryzen 5 with the NVIDIA 3. Oh, okay. Okay. 3060 RTX EVGA. Okay, 1080p. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Magnum Gaming says power your nightmares. Laugh out loud. Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. But if you feel led, like I said, I'm trying to get the ROG Ally today. All right? I'm trying to get the ROG Ally. We have raised $160. So if we can get at least halfway there, I can get it today and start making content on it. And we have somebody else that handles our giveaways and stuff. They're giving to the channel the premium version of Starfield. So if I get the premium edition of Starfield for PC, then I'll be able to play it 5 days early. And then that will be content on the channel for you guys so that we can see Starfield running at 60. Why not aim for better? I'm just saying. Why play it at 30 when you can play it at 60? I'm just saying. So there's that. It said PC components are what, $2,000 up. it all depends, James, on what you're doing. I mean, yeah, it could be, I mean, you could pay $2,000 for a graphics card. It just matters on what type of build that you're going with. You know what I mean? Like, you can go all the way to $2,000-$3,000 for a graphics card. You don't have to go all the way out. I mean, you can spend $2,000 to $3,000 on an entire bill. You can spend $1,000 on a bill. It just matters on what type of resolution you're going for, what type of frame rate you're going for. What do you want to do with the machine? You see what I'm saying? You can spend any amount of money on a rig. Like my rig that I have here is almost 5 G's. You know what I'm saying? That's because I wanted to spend that type of money for it to last me for years. I mean, this rig is going on 3 years now that I'm streaming on right now, and I have little to zero issues with it. Like you see me work on it. It's my workhorse. It's my baby. Like I work on this thing every single day. I stream on here. Now, things are not perfect, but I wanted to go with the best of the best so that it can last me for 10 years. So I don't have to keep upgrading ever so often. Like, would I want a 4090 or a 4080 or something like that? Yeah, but I don't have to. I have a 3090. I'm good. Like, I don't have to. I went with the best of the best so that as technology increase and if I want to turn to videos, I can edit 4K or I can edit 1440p or whatever and have a faster, rendering time versus sitting here waiting for an hour or two, especially when you're in my line of work where news comes out and you want to jump on it right away. That was the creative decision that I went with building my PC. Is I want something that is quick, snappy, quick, fast, whatever, very super powerful, last me for 5+ years and beyond. And I don't have to sit here and have to upgrade this and upgrade that and upgrade this and upgrade that, every year or every 2 years. Or some people got money to throw at components. That's on them. Ray says 60 over 30 all day. All right. Let's see here. It says, what's that? Jim Ryan saying in the email. Man, he was saying a lot of stuff. He was talking about the PS6 and how, depending on how the deal goes, if the deal goes through and, keeping PS6 information in and all this type of stuff, Let's see here. It says if you get 60 FPS game that dips to 30, it feels unplayable. But if it's at a stable 30 from the go, then it's playable. That is true. That is true. But at the same time, it could be at 30. And if it drops, at least from 60, you got all the way, you got some ways to go. You got room. You got wiggle room when it comes to the FPS. But if you're at 30 and that frame's starting to drop, you got issues. You got issues. Seriously. Because if that 30 becomes 15 or 20, you got issues. That's why you see people aim for performance. You know what I mean? Because at least if you have 60 and it say drop down to 45 or drop down to 40, it's still playable. But you have 30 FPS and it drops from 30 to 15 or 10. Come on, man. That's a problem. 30 FPS, hey, to each their own. Yo, Killer, what's up, man? He says, love your channel, bro. Keep up the good work. Always keeping it real. My man, appreciate that. Let's get it popping. Says, if you get a 60 FPS game, okay, gotcha. Solid Snake, my man, says, hey, Marlon, bro, can't wait to see how Starfield really run when you tweak it. That's what I'm saying. That's why we need to get that ROG Ally. I'm not trying to go with no regular PC build. I'm gonna get that ROG Ally is a beast, man, because I've seen people dock it and have a 3080 hooked up to it or a 6800, 6850 XT hook up to it, and they're running God of War at 1440p, God of War at 4K. And it's running really good. You see what I'm saying? GTA Ultra on everything on the Ally. That's why I said we need to get that on the channel. We need that. We need that machine because it runs better than the Steam Deck. And especially a game like Starfield that's supposed to be so massive and this and that. Have the 3080, have the Ally, and pair those two up together and stream it on the channel. I'm telling you, it's gonna be butter. It's gonna be butter. Facts. All butter. Indiana Jones is confirmed to be Xbox exclusive. I already saw that coming a mile away, so There you go. Mick Sean says, you speak the truth, bro. Some just don't get it. It says people will hear what you have to say and still not open their eyes to reality. Just how these one-sided fanboys think. Hey, man, you're right. It is what it is. Not expensive for what you're getting, though. Not expensive for what you're getting. No, Ray. No. Not at the moment. Not currently. Says Xbox needs some W's. Yeah. $700 is not really expensive when you look at what the performance that you're getting. You see what I'm saying? The performance that you're getting, yeah. Can't wait for Hellblade 2. Yeah, I can't wait to see more on the game, man. Says Xbox needs some. You funny, bro. He says, what's good with you, man? Thinking of building a PC. Thanks for the info. Oh, you're thinking about building a PC as well? Okay, that's what's up, man. Says, I prefer AMD for the CPU side, but I stick to NVIDIA for GPU. Says, the Steam Deck ROG Ally all trash because battery life. See, that's why you have a battery pack with you. You know what I'm saying? You have a battery pack with you so that you can, go from there. I mean, with those level of performance, you can't really expect battery to be, perfect. That's just what's going to take a hit. It says $5,000 makes sense if it's work and games, but you still got to upgrade it over time. Yes, for sure. He said, what happened? Well, lots of stuff that we needed, man. We needed some stuff, needed to pay up some stuff and for the channel and pay off some stuff. The TV back here. Tons of stuff, plus the ROG Ally having extra money to get that as well. So, there you go. Let's see here. It says, are you going to be streaming Final Fantasy Football 16 for us, bro? I haven't even have a chance to go to the store. I haven't had a chance to go to the store yet. I was going to go to the store today and do all that and see if we could get the ROG Ally, but I don't know. I don't know yet. It says, bro, all you do is cry, laugh out loud. Oh, cry? Oh, all I do is cry. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Feet on land. Yeah, all you do is cry. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Enjoy your Starfield, sir. It says, I hope they do get the ABK. Microsoft is where gaming development goes to die. And clearly COD has lackluster and Diablo as well. It says loot boxes there, a match in heaven. Microsoft, it's all good, man. Mm-hmm. Hey, Killer, thank you so much for the love, bro. I appreciate it. No, I've been so busy. I've just seen the highlights of what they showed, Dragon King. I said the console people buy the most. That is what Microsoft is going to make a priority since the most have Series S. Well, there you go. It says, are you going to be on that Final Fantasy 16? Yeah, I haven't had a chance to get to the store yet, man. Just busy working, It says, it says, my guy has an Ally and it's amazing. It says, I have a 4090 and the Ally makes me forget about my PC, no cap. It's amazing. That's why we're trying to get it. That's why I'm trying to see if we can raise some money to get one because we need that device on the channel. So anybody feel led? I think we raised, how much did we raise yesterday? We raised $160 yesterday. So we're trying to get it. So if you feel led and you want to help the channel out, I pinned up right there, Marlin Gaming Nation, $ Cash App. It gets to me instantly, and I can go get it today. I can get it today. Get the ally today and start making content around it and getting prepared for Starfield. And then obviously get that 3080 so that we can pair it up to it, because if Microsoft is going to keep doing 30 FPS games, then we got to start switching to PC and start playing a lot of these games on PC. I mean, it's a joke. It's a disgrace. The 60 FPS games that they do put out first party wise will be played on Series X, but anything anything first party that's 30 FPS will be played on PC. Simple as that. He said, my phone costs more than the Ally. Enjoy it, Marlon. Exactly. iPhones cost more than the Ally. People talking about $700 is a lot of money. Nah, it's not. Not considering when you spend $1,200, $1,300 on a new iPhone. It ain't. Killer Ninja, what's up, man? Says, much love to you, bro. My man, appreciate that. I said, the Digital Foundry keeps the console war going. I said, I was thinking of Joyful Test. What's good? Let's see here. It says, on my way to GameStop to get Final Fantasy 16. My man, Pierre, appreciate that. Says, I don't get how people can defend Microsoft. They are literally putting PC gamers first with the product and the price. Exactly. It says they look at the console as a secondary low-cost entry market. It says you should gave the pardon saying you crying and old school Jamaican parents smack. Ha! Says, I can't wait until Starfield drops. It's going to be epic fail. How many times has the hype ended in disappointment? Let them keep hyping it up and make this game that it's perfect. It's way more perfect. He said, how did you beat Returnal? Boy, it was not easy, but I did though. I did finish it. A lot of you older subscribers on the channel know how crazy it's been for me with that game. Yep, finished that game from start to finish. It took me within the first, month or so or less, but I finished it. The last boss was no joke. It's all about muscle memory with that game. It's all about memorizing the mechanics. You know what I'm saying? It ain't an easy game. But I finished it, though. I finished it. So you're saying 2 weeks ago that your PC is fine, bro. Hey, now you don't need nothing else. I said my 3090 rig that I have here for streaming and for me editing videos if I have to and getting the content out there, then yeah, that's what that machine is for. I don't want to do nothing else on that machine but just stream, edit videos, and make content. That's it. That's what I build it for. Says, I took a break from Final Fantasy 16 to listen to Marlon. It was hard, but I managed to break away. Hey, my man. Hey, I appreciate you, him. Thank you so much, man. Love you guys, man. The real ones. I love y'all. Said, Microsoft just don't know what they're doing to their console or not giving gamers what they want. And that's okay because people are going to defend it. It's okay. I said, what happened to Indiana Jones? Indiana Jones is exclusive to Xbox. It just came out that, Indiana Jones is exclusive. I already knew it was going to be exclusive already. So he says, can Marlon prove he finished it? Okay. Can anybody in this stream remember when I finished Starfield? Sorry, not Starfield. Whoops. That shouldn't have came out. I already finished Starfield before it's out. Psych. People that was here from day one that remember when I finished this game, please handle that for me. Todd Howard confirmed 90% of the planets will not have life on it. So 1,000 planets, only 100 will have some sort of pull to it. It says, I say remove the 900 and give us 60 FPS. No, Cloud, that's way too much. It says FF16 is epic, simply beautiful. Oh, yeah. The game looks good, man. It's just that frame rate, It says, bro, you need to stop begging, shaking my head. I used to like begging. What are you talking about? What are you talking about begging? I don't understand. You go to every other channel. I'm not even going to say anything else. It's a waste of time. Nobody is begging you anything. Why are you here? Talking about begging. Nobody's asking you for anything, bro. Nobody's asking you for anything. So I don't even know why you're in the stream. Why are you here? Nobody asking you for nothing. So why does it bother you? Waste of time. Says, I think the gaming community deserve Digital Foundry too much power and attention. Says, I'm waiting for Final Fantasy 16 pre-order since last night. So Digital Foundry review Starfield like it's cool 30 FPS. It says, I replaced my Xbox with a PC. It said, that guy is probably an Xbox. Maybe he is. Who cares? He said those people wanted to donate to him. He said, who is begging? I don't understand who is begging. Nobody's begging you for anything. And any begging that's happening is for the purpose of the channel, for content for the channel. People watch the content. They like it enough. They'll support. Doesn't matter. I could be begging until I run out of breath, right? It's up to people to donate if they want to donate. And if they donate, it goes back into the channel. So ain't nobody begging you for anything, sir. So I don't even know why you're here. It says, I'm so glad Nintendo gave us such an awesome direct. It says, it says, rinse, wash those awful Xbox PS events from our memory. It says, being as you, it says, want new tech. It says, can you? Yeah, okay, Google Eyes, okay. It says, he clearly said, if y'all want to donate, you can. Exactly, Sam Plays, exactly. Clearly, I said, if you want to. Not forcing you, not mandating anything, because donation is out of generosity. Ain't nobody begging anything. Oh, they just, man, get out of here with that nonsense. Ain't nobody asking you for anything. Nobody's asking you for anything. So I don't even know why you're opening up your mouth. He said they want Marlon to pull money from his box. Yeah. If people like you enough, if people like your content enough, they should want to be able to support you. That's the whole idea about it. It's not a matter of begging. If we need something for the channel, I should be able to come to my audience and be like, yo, guys, we need to raise money to get this. And if people want the content, they'll donate. I can't make nobody do anything. So I don't know what you're talking about begging. Ain't nobody begging you anything. Nobody asking you for anything. You keep your money to yourself. Nobody begging you or asking you anything. It says, I may sell my Series X for a PC. Hey, I hear you. It says, look at that. It says, put that new handheld on the Q.TV. It says that Microsoft has lost the console war now. What's next if they buy a bunch of game companies? They don't care. They're going to keep doing what they do. It says, I heard if you subscribe to Game Pass, you can run your streams at 30 frames per second. There you go. It's a creative choice. There you go. Yes, sir. It says, Marlon, it's going to be a long generation. Yes, sir. It says, your trolls are begging for your attention. 100. There you go. Yes, sir. So did you hear about Sony doesn't want to share any of their new content? Yep. Saw that. If the deal goes through. Yes, sir. This is crazy how Nintendo can literally just show Mario with almost the same concepts and ideas and people go crazy. Yep, because it's Nintendo. Same thing with Microsoft. Microsoft can show the same old thing or show you something that you have seen 1,000 times, and it's okay. It's okay. It says, I could send Dono through Cash App. It says, as Richard. Oh, no, you're good. You're good, Google Eyes. You're good. You can donate in the description. You're fine, bro. You're fine. It says, I bought the Series X mini fridge, and so far I can't tell the difference. Oh, you're fine, bro. You're fine. You are fine. You are fine, bro. You're fine. E3 2024 and 2025 appear to have been canceled. Ooh. R.I.P. E3. R.I.P. E3. It says you stop blocking people that have a lot. Hey, people that deserve that, then hey, it is what it is. It says Submarine was using Xbox controller. Oh man. It says at least Nintendo is actually creative with their IPs. Hey, D, what's up? How you doing? It said Fallout 76 just got a 60 FPS patch. Yes, I learned about that yesterday, Alex. It says, but when Sony refused an animation in God of War Ragnarok, people go crazy. Reuses animations, yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah, they were ripping God of War apart, for sure. Oh, it's a PS4 game. Oh, but this is Xbox? Oh, no, it's great. Oh, it's great. It's great. I told you it's great. Yeah, whatever. Oh, another nail polish controller. Yeah, they'll eat that up too. It says, no, listen, bro. It says, I sent through Streamlabs as Skychef doesn't offer regions now. It's being stopped. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You're fine with doing in the description. That's okay. It says, sub was using a Logitech controller research tools. Okay. It says, famous IPs done right. Sales. It says, Xbox just better. Marlon, Xbox just better? Okay, that's your opinion. That's good to know, bro. Any more questions, guys? Any more questions? Any more questions you guys have for me? Any more questions? If you have any more questions, any concerns, or anything like that, feel free to fire away. I said, I believe that you're a gearhead. And it says, I understand we should demand quality games that Microsoft promised. The new Forza is 4K 60 frames. Are you? Yep. I'm definitely going to open it up to play that for sure. Starfield, I'll be playing on PC. Simple as that. It says, I would stick with Xbox, but I like Sony in a way. Hey, that's okay. You like what you like. Hey, I feel you, Google Eyes. I feel you, bro. He says, we out, Marlon. Go get that ally. He says, only thing Xbox is best at is disappointing the fans. Apparently not. Apparently not. He says, are you going to stream on YouTube or Twitch or both? Well, stream what? Says, Marlon, I'm ready for some PlayStation exclusive. Well, hopefully we can get another PS5 showcase. Says, I want to see what happens when Laugh Out Loud Insomniac comes out saying Marvel Spider-Man 2 is locked at 30 FPS. Wonder how the situation will turn out. Oh, you already know. It will be over if that happens. You already know how it's going to turn out. And then 30 FPS for Spider-Man. Oh, you would not. They will destroy Spider-Man 2. They will rip Sony a new one if that happens. But no, Starfield is okay, right? Starfield is okay at 30 frames, and it's fine. But if Spider-Man 2 ends up being 30 frames, oh, it's not okay. Bunch of hypocrites and puppets. Microsoft sit there and lie to you guys right in front of your face. Oh, no, it's truth. It's truth. It's all good. Yeah, probably not going to happen, Johnny. Exactly. It will be an Xbox dream if Spider-Man is locked at 30 frames, for sure. If that happens, oh, boy, you wouldn't hear the end of it. You wouldn't hear the end of it. Oh boy, you wouldn't hear the end of it. But like I said, the Xbox, they can't say much because they got 230 FPS first party games. 2. Sony have not dropped not one game at 30 frames. Has given us option. I don't have the ROG yet. We're still trying to raise money for it. So if you feel led, you can donate. You can donate in the description towards you can donate saying, hey, this is for the ROG Ally. This is towards the ROG Ally. So if you feel led, again, we are $400 short away from getting the ROG Ally. So if you feel led, just donate and say, hey, this is for the ROG Ally in the description or via Cash App. So there's that. Hopefully that clears it up for you. Says, I honestly wish I had a reason to turn my Series X on. Like, where's all the dang exclusives? But I don't like. I mostly use my Xbox for backwards compatible games. Just for backwards compatible games? I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. It says, bro, what would it says, what would be better, bro? An Ally or upgrade my HP Pavilion gaming PC? I mean, it all depends on, again, what you want to do with it. Obviously, your PC is just stationary. It's just at your house. I mean, if you see yourself traveling and you need a PC on the go, I mean, I would get a battery bank for it so that you don't run out of battery. But I'm telling you, it has Windows 11 on it. It's not perfect. Windows 11 is not perfect. But once you update it and you get all the stuff done, then you're good to go. So, I mean, and it's just $700. And then you also got to look at how much it's going to cost for you to upgrade your HP Pavilion. Troy Tatum says, Marlon, haters are elevators. He says, the more they hate, the higher my God elevates me beyond their mess. Just keep doing what you are doing. I appreciate you, brother. Troy, thank you so much, man. Will definitely do that. Continue to do that for you guys, man. I appreciate you. I'm a KTC. I'm pretty sure it was a creative decision as well. But yeah, they're gonna defend that too, like they defend every single thing else. That's just people for you, man. That's just people for you. You know, people are always going to have something negative to say, and that's fine. You know, be negative, say whatever you want to say, and that's gonna be that. You know, that's all right. But I love that, though, Troy. That is very, very powerful of you, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button and see if we can get over 400 likes on the show. Subscribe if you're brand new, all that stuff. Appreciate that. He says, don't let the negative defense force get you down. Buy Final Fantasy 16. And oh, no, I was already going to get it. I was just concerned about the frame rate, you know, the performance frame rate. It says, because Redfall is significantly smaller in scale than Starfield. I don't know, whatever I guess. Exactly. I don't know, whatever I guess. Anything else, guys? Anything else? You have any more questions, any more concerns, anything else? Because I got some stuff I got to do. There's that. For sure, Authentic, for sure. Craig says, I love watching this channel since Marlon, you always keep it real with your community and not like these fake YouTubers. Craig, I appreciate you, man. I says, are you doing Twitch today? Maybe. We'll see. So Digital Foundry said Final Fantasy 16 is as close to perfect release as we've had in years. That's good to know. It says, get on FF soon. It says, hold on, let me see. Let's see. My Pavilion has the AMD Ryzen 5 and a 16 gig of RAM and a 1650, I think, or 1660. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would upgrade it. It said the Xbox fans always look for a reason to argue with PlayStation fans because they know PlayStation is better. It says, what is about the PlayStation talk about the PlayStation earbuds? Nothing as of yet. I mean, we're still waiting. Yes, I have Twitch. It's Marlon Gaming Nation. Yeah, if anything, I might stream Final Fantasy 16 out on Twitch. So, just follow me over there. So you think the deal will go through? I mean, I don't know, man. At this point, with all this commotion and bickering from the FTC, I don't know. It's kind of up in the air at this point. To be honest, it's kind of up in the air at this point. It says the channel is the best in the gaming universe. Love your content, Marlon. Hey, Marvin, God bless, man. I appreciate it, bro. I really do appreciate you guys. But on that note, guys, love y'all. Be blessed. Be easy. Enjoy your Final Fantasy 16 playthroughs. I was thinking about getting the ally today if we would have gotten a little bit more funds to get it, but we're just going to hold off on that. If anybody feels led after the stream goes down, there's our Cash App that's pinned up at the comments. I mean, at the poll section if you want to feel led to do so. But love you guys. Appreciate the love and the support. Follow me out on Twitch, Marlin Gaming Nation. And I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Take care. And as usual, like the great Edica would say, please have yourself a great one. And Arch War, keep shaking your head, brother. Keep shaking your head. Because, yeah. Peace.